Guys, how you doing? So I just got back from watching Kraven the Hunter, and this is my review. Before I get into the review, can you please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel? Help this channel grow. Be very grateful if you can do that. So, Kraven the Hunter, Sony's latest project of the Marvel, not so Marvel universe, part of the Spider-Verse, if you want to put it that way. Before we get into this review, I just want to point out that some of the films that Sony have put out have been quite good. I enjoyed the first Venom. I enjoyed the second Venom, not as much as the first one. I can't comment on The Last Dance because I haven't had a chance to see it yet with work commitments. Parts of Madam Web was okay, but it wasn't great. I was really disappointed in Morbius. Part of it was okay, but the trailer was okay, but the film was a bit of a letdown. And obviously, that god awful post credit scene, why that happened, whoever greenlit that for Morbius, the Tomb thing, I don't know. So going into Kraven the Hunter, my expectations was really low. I checked out the trailer, and the trailer didn't really do it for me, but I thought I'd give it a go. As I say, just uh, see if it can be any good. We've all seen it. Good trailers for a bad movie, bad trailers, you get a good movie, a good film. Unfortunately, Kraven the Hunter's not a great film. I've heard people say it's the worst movie of the year. I'm kind of agreeing with it a little bit. Now, the positive side of the film, let's go for that first. For me personally, I enjoyed the backstory that we got from him, from Kraven. Oh, Sergey, his backstory, the action and the fight scenes were good for me. I enjoyed them. Now let's talk. Oh, Russell Crowe. He's in this. For me, Russell Crowe was more of a sinister character than Kraven was. Now, I'm not a big hoo-ha on the Kraven character, but I'm sure he's a lot more menacing than he is in the film, in the comic books. The negative side of this film, that the CGI was a pile of shit. Let's just put it out there. The CGI was god awful. The story was all over the place. The villains were all over the place. The side characters were all over the place. And how, as I say, I like his backstory, but I had a bit of an issue. The CGI, there's a line in this, and the CGI line was awful. The CGI cheated that in this was awful. There's scenes in this was garbage as well. The villains were useless. I mean, this guy that changes into the Rhino. I don't know what happened with this. As I say, the CGI was appalling and atrocious. We've waited for this long for this movie to come out. In fact, I actually forgot it was coming. I thought it was going to be next year, but no, it did come out obviously today. But that length of time they had, they could have sorted out the CGI for the film. But the CGI was god awful. And I think this film will be on my entry when I do the top 10 worst films of 2024. Uh, will it be number one? I'm not too sure. We've still got a lot of films to go through. Is it Aaron Johnson, the main character of Kraven? I may have got his full. It is Aaron Johnson, but it's a double barrel name. I forgot what it was. He's in. He did okay for what he had to do. I liked him, and I liked how he tried to portray the character. I'm just hoping. I'm a bit concerned now because he's in 28 weeks. 28 years later next summer. I'm hoping it's his character for that as well better written in that than it was in this. If you get what I'm trying to say. It's 2 hours. I wouldn't go and pay to watch this. I suggest if you want to watch this, wait for it until it comes down on a streaming service where you can watch it for free or whatever. Don't go out to the cinema and pay for it because this is god awful. 2 hours of my life that I'll never get back for watching this film. It was so much, but for this film I was bored. I was in my chair watching the film, and I was like that, as I say. And all I can say, thank fuck there was no post-credit scene because this film doesn't deserve it. And obviously now I think Sony have realised that their films are not good, and they've given up on the Sonyverse. For me, trying to do these films without Spider-Man hasn't worked. Now, for me, Madam Web was okay, but I don't think it's as bad as a lot of people are making out. It's a bad movie, but I don't think it's as bad. Venom: The Last Dance, I can't really comment because I haven't had the chance to watch it yet. But the other two I watched, they were okay. The first one was great. For me, the first Venom was a bit of a secret hit. And I don't think Sony would have. And, for me, it's a shame with the Sony thing because they can push out Spider-Man films no problem. See, because he's got Spider-Man in it. But the others, they've just been a hit and miss. Okay, I think some of them have made a bit of money, but I don't think they've made loads. Obviously, Spider-Man No Way Home is the most profitable one out of all of it. I'd like to know who said, yeah, go ahead and put this film out the way it is. Especially with the bad CGI, the bad story. The girl in it, Cecilia, not Cecilia, Calypso, that's another character in this. Calypso, she was okay, but she was a bit, there was another character in there that used to vanish and disappear, was vanishing and disappearing. And there was a few things in this. The first 8 minutes of the film, when you see that it was being dropped, that is in this film. Obviously, it's in the beginning. Obviously, he breaks into this prison and tries to kill this guy, and he manages to do it and manages to get out. Russell Crowe's character, he plays the father. There's a brother in this, Dimitri. Something happens to him in the film, which is a bit of a frigging joke, to be honest. I'm not going to go into it. Wait until you see it if you decide to go and watch it. But, man, this is a god-awful film. I was really disappointed because I was hoping that it was going to be good. I was hoping to give a positive review, but I can't because the film was bad. I think the only positive thing is Sony has realised that these films are not making any money and they are putting a stop on it. We'll have to hope this has not ruined any chances of the Spider-Man films flopping. I don't think they will because it's Spider-Man and it's an IP that people enjoy to watch. But I'm sorry, Sony. I think you should be paying. I think Sony should be paying people to go and watch it, not make people pay to go and watch it. If that makes sense, I wouldn't recommend you going to watch it. If you want to watch it, wait until it comes on a streaming service and watch it that way, and you'll save yourself a bit of money. If you're struggling to choose a film in the movie theatre, watch something else. Don't watch this. Go and watch Moana 2 again. Or go and watch Moana or Wicked or something like that. But anyway, that's my review for Kraven the Hunter. Have you had a chance to see it yet? If so, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Are you agreeing with everybody else? Is it as bad as everyone's saying, or did you enjoy it? Hey, I'm not going to crap all over it for you, crap all over your opinion. If you enjoyed it and you thought it was a great film, I support you wholeheartedly and say well done. I'm glad that you enjoyed it, but it hasn't worked for me, and I don't think it's worked for a lot of people that have gone out to see it. Again, leave your comments in the comment section below. Post your comments in the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. It'd be great to hear everybody else's opinion on this film, because this is, as I say, 2 hours of my life I'm not going to get back. But yeah, so guys, until the next video, as I say, please hit that like button and subscribe. See you again soon.